Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. What happens if the Supreme Court strikes down the concept of triple talaq? So, as we all know, for quite a long period of time, this issue is there in front of the judiciary. And finally, so the constitutional bench has accepted to hear this one. And right now, the hearing and the arguments are going on. Yesterday, the judiciary has asked the government tomorrow, if we declare triple talaq as unconstitutional and invalid, then what will happen to the men who belong to Islam? Where the Muslim men will be going so far requesting for the divorce. So all these days it has been guarded by triple talaq. But all of a sudden, if it will be struck down, then where the Muslim men will be going? So this question was posed by the constitutional bench to the government, meaning the government is represented in the judiciary before the Supreme Court in the form of Attorney General. And the Attorney General of India, Mukul Rohitgi, has given the answer saying that if you declare this as unconstitutional, then the central government will be going for a new legislation with respect to the concept of divorce. So obviously, see here, so in all the religions, the concept of divorce is present, but it may not be, this is so simple to take the divorce. So because of the stringent procedures that are there. So obviously, the government has responded in the form of Attorney General saying that if you declare it as unconstitutional, then we'll be going for a legislation. So, but what exactly is going to happen? We need to wait and watch. But the majority of the Muslim women are against to the concept of the triple talaq. So, meaning this is completely one-sided, domination by the men. And once they say talaq three times, that is considered to be the divorce. Of course, the religious elders and the people who are very much acquainted with the Muslim personal law board, and they made it very, very clear using talaq just like that for petty reasons is not at all acceptable. And they also issued certain orders like talaq should not be said three times at one go, but there should be a gap of at least 1 month between each talaq. So, but somehow it has not materialized, and finally that reached the judiciary. And what the Supreme Court is going to decide, we need to wait and watch. But if the Supreme Court declares it as unconstitutional, obviously the argument is that the triple talaq concept is against the women and it is violating the fundamental right under article number 14, that is equality before law. So we need to wait and watch, right? So now I'll just open the document, I'll show you this information. Later we'll be moving ahead with some other news. Look at this. Even Islamic theocratic states have moved towards reforms, but we, a secular state, are still debating over triple talaq. So this is the statement that was made by Attorney General of India yesterday before the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court has questioned where Muslim men would go for divorce if Supreme Court strikes down triple talaq. And during the time, Parliament has to make a legislation. Clear. And see here, if you look at some of the nations like Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Turkey, Egypt, Tunisia, etc., they have already done away with such practice. So there is nothing like any triple talaq in these nations, but they are following some other methods for divorce. Right? Next. So I have a question for you. So with respect to the ongoing tussle that's going on between India and Pakistan before ICJ. So this is with respect to Kulbhushan Jadhav, a former Indian Navy officer, and the complete history of this particular case. And India pleaded yesterday before this ICJ, and the things may be turned in favor of India and Kulbhushan Jadhav. So maybe rescued, but we need to watch the developments. So with respect to that, I have a question for you, important one. Kindly have a look at this. Look at this. Who of the following appeared before the ICJ, International Court of Justice, as a counsel for India to counterplay the execution of death sentence of Kulbhushan Jadhav by military court of Pakistan? Meaning is simple. So, whom is fighting on behalf of India? That is called acting as a counsel for India. Is it Ram Jetmalani or Subramania Swamy, Gopala Subramaniam, or Harish Salve? All the four members are very, very popular and noted people. But for this question, the answer is option D, that is Harish Salve. So this gentleman Harish Salve is a lawyer practicing in Supreme Court, very senior lawyer, and he worked as Solicitor General of India also, and very well experienced. And India, on behalf of India, so this gentleman is fighting this case. So yesterday there was a comment in Twitter. It seems that instead of paying so much money to Harish Salve, if we can pay less than that, we can get better lawyer than Harish Salve. Somebody has tweeted, it seems. And for that one, it was countered by Ms. Sushma Swaraj, our External Affairs Minister. And she said very clearly the amount that was charged by Mr. Harish Salve for fighting this particular case is just 1 rupee. He is charged just 1 rupee, it seems. So this is the statement that is given by the government, and the statement came through Mr. Sushma Swaraj. But for the examination point of view, please remember the name. What is the name of the person? It is Harish Salve. Look at this. So option D is the answer. Please make a note of this. He was a former Solicitor General of India. According to the government, Mr. Harish Salve charged just 1 rupee, for arguing the case of Kulbhushan Jadhav before International Court of Justice. And I want you to remember the name of this gentleman, that is Harish Salve. And also remember Kulbhushan Jadhav, he is a former Indian Navy officer. Please remember this. Right. Next. North Korea, always there in the news. So because of its mischievous attitudes and behavior, that is the reason why this country is considered to be an isolated nation. And this country has been branded as a rogue nation. And almost all the nations in the world, they don't have this cordial relations with the North Korea because of its aggressive attitudes. And of course, when it comes to South Korea, it is maintaining very good relations with the United States of America, and United States of America, since beginning, it is threatening North Korea. So but at the same time, North Korea is also very adamant, and it also developed its own nuclear missiles. And it is so adamant, and it will and arrogant. Every time it will say that if somebody interferes into the affairs of North Korea, so we don't mind to target those countries. We don't mind to target those countries with our nuclear weapons. And since this North Korea has got lots of animosity against the United States of America, it is developing so many missiles. And it is using the technology, and it is also developing the missiles, and a missile can reach any town in United States of America. So that is the target. So in this particular process, it achieved one more milestone. It happened day before yesterday. It happened on this May 14th, and it successfully tested a new missile. Clear again, that is there in the news. So because of this attitude, North Korea is always there in the news, right? And when entire world is working towards eradication of these missiles, right? Eradication of these missiles, and North Korea is still going for it. Clear? And North Korea has got its own reasons, but that is again is the principles of United Nations organization. Okay, so I'll show you the points which are related to North Korea and with respect to its latest test fire. Look at this. North Korea successfully testified a new missile, Wasang 12. Please look at the name and remember this name. So there may be a question in any examination. Wasang 12 is a missile that belongs to. They will give you ABCD, and the answer is North Korea. So this test launch signals major advances in developing an intercontinental ballistic missile. So this is called ICBM, such as mastery of re-entry technology and better engine performance, key to targeting the United States. And this is the opinion of the experts. Please look at the brackets, please. This is the opinion of the experts. You know, North Korea has been developing a long range missile capable of striking the mainland United States mounted with a nuclear warhead. If it's a nuclear warhead, there will be a huge damage in United States of America. Obviously, it's a matter of very, very serious worry for United States of America, and it would require a flight of 8,000 kilometers or more and technology to ensure a warhead's stable re-entry into the atmosphere. Clear? And the new strategic ballistic missile is named as Wasang 12, and it fired on May 14. May 14, that is the day before yesterday. It was fired at the highest angle to avoid affecting neighboring countries' security, and it flew 787 kilometers on a trajectory reaching an altitude of 2111.5 kilometers. Okay, so what is important for this for the examination point of view is that what is the name of the missile and which is the country, and which country is called a rogue nation. Answer is North Korea. Next, with respect to Sensex, and today and last week we have discussed, right? Sensex has breached 30,000 mark, Nifty has breached 9,000 mark. This is what we have discussed, and the market is surging beyond. Market is surging beyond, and Sensex has breached the 30,500 mark today, and Nifty breached 9,500 mark today. Right? So kindly, the people who got exposure to this share market, Sensex and Nifty, so just to follow what exactly is happening. So I would like to show you another question, important one, latest one. Which of the following countries, two countries please, ranked first and second position for renewable energy country attractiveness index? So here the question is related to renewable energy, and as we all know, our nation, the India, is moving very, 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 very fast and forward, and we are generating lots of energy, lots of power. So with this renewable energy, right? And now the question is related to which are the top two countries in the world, right? Previously, I'm not talking about the answer here. Previously, it was China and United States of America. It was China and United States of America, and now at number one position we have China, and at number two position India. This is important. Am I clear? So China is at number one position and India is at number two position, and United States of America has slipped down to third position. Okay, so please remember this. So India is making certain strides. India is moving forward. India is gaining lots of momentum, and India will is going to play a very, very, very crucial role. So with respect to the this renewable energy, and India is going to become one of the important countries in the world within a very short period of time. And for that matter, India, this the latest news is that Of course, for the last 1 year, it is there in the discussion. Yesterday, I was discussing with you with respect to OBOR, where China is playing a crucial role and India is staying away because of its own reasons, right? Yesterday, I told you this. But otherwise, what happens? India is maintaining good relations with Japan, and so they are trying to have their own strategic partnership, right? So for this, we'll have a separate session. But otherwise, with respect to this particular question, at number one position, I have China, and at number two position, it is India. Kindly see here, whenever India achieves something, that will be a question in the examination, any examination. Now, just a moment. Yes, just a moment. I'll open the document once again. Yes, look at this. So look at the question. USA and China, China and India, United States of America and France, or India and USA? Answer is option B, that is China and India. Look at this. So with respect to India, for India, this is primarily due to a combination of strong government support and increasingly attractive economics. Okay, so this is said by EY in a statement. Okay, so this is the latest one. And I have some more news for you. Have a look at this. This is with respect to Mumbai Airport. Mumbai is one of the very, very, very important cities in India, and it reached a milestone now, and it got a credit to it, credit to the nation. What is that? We'll see. Mumbai Airport became the world's busiest amongst the single runway facilities by handling 837 flights a day. Look at this, the very, very important thing. So it's a single runway facility, and Mumbai Airport is handling 837 flights a day. And previously, the previous record was in London's Gatwick Airport, so where it was handling 757 flights, but that has been overtaken by India, Mumbai Airport, 837 flights. Kindly remember this, my friends. And in the examinations, in any examinations, so what are all the points I told you? So they may be the questions, right? So that's all for the day. And I'll see you tomorrow with the more current affairs. Till then, I wish you all a very, very, very good luck. And thank you so much for being with me this evening. Take very good care. See you tomorrow. Thank you.